Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Andrea, the Venusian Oracle, your holistic healing goddess, and it is 2024. I would say Happy New Year, but I'm gonna preface it by saying Happy Calendar Year. For all those who know why, you know why. But let's begin. So just a little bit about me. I am a tarot reader, a Reiki practitioner. I also make candles. All my candles are handmade and made with love. So you do know I also read some candle wax for you. What this YouTube channel is really going to be for this year is focused on me just giving you the theme of the week, what to look out for, and I'll be throwing in some astrology here and there. Now, for all my astrology lovers, I have been into astrology for a while, but I have not dived into it the way I plan on diving into it this year. So let's just begin. This is 2024, and it is the year of the Strength card. So how did it come up with that? Is 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8. And in tarot, it is our Strength card. Our Strength card is really focusing on our inner strength. What is our inner strength doing for us? How are we going to show up for this year? Now, to start out right off the back, I will tell y'all, I always have the plan to come onto YouTube, to speak, to do a video weekly, but consistently in 2023, it was not hitting it. Your girl tried, failed, and tried again. So for 2024, I'm also pulling inside that inner strength to show up for myself as well as show up for other people. So we're going to dive right into it. If you see me looking to the side, I am looking at my notes. I don't have the words on the screen. I will definitely just be tracking to make sure I give y'all everything that y'all need to hear for the week ahead. We're really focusing on January 7th all the way through the 13th. So the cards that I am using will be the New York City Tarot cards. Now, I'm feeling these cards, of course, for all my New Yorkers. This is our old school Metro card, and this just fits the moment. So this is what I will be using today. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. Messages of this week. All those who need to hear it at this time. Pray more. Okay, let's get started. And our first card is the Two of Swords. Just make sure you can hear it. Try not to see it glaring. There we go. So the Two of Swords. We're starting off with the Two of Swords. And right now, when you're looking at this is coming up, and the message is as clear, is blinded by your own power. What are you out here doing, right? We start off this year with the Strength card, but this is letting us know you have so much more going on for you. But what are you doing? It's like you're blocking yourself. You're scared to go out there, show your true self. But I need you to, right? I need you to show up. We all have that power inside of us. And I know there's sometimes we want to hide behind the shades, right? And if you're looking at this card, it is nighttime and she's walking around with her sunglasses, okay? And that's something that we do out here in NYC. But no one understands you have nothing to hide, right? Your power is strong. Who you are, what you're coming to show, how you're coming to show up for yourself is what this week is all about. We just got out of Mercury retrograde on January 1st. This is not a time to sit there and stay in the back, kind of hide, be behind everything. It's a time to show up for yourself, right? Be in that moment. You can be calm and you can be centered. I mean, old girl sitting there with a yoga mat, so you could do all those things, right? You don't need to come out the box with anger or aggression, but just to know that you're powerful. Stick with that. Stay in that moment throughout this week. And if you need a friendly reminder, just look in the mirror. Know that you can do all things powerful beyond your wildest dreams if you just trust in yourself. All right. And the next card we get in is the Justice card, right? So the Justice card is really standing on truth and honesty. Now, I mean, immediately what's coming to me is we don't need to start off lying, right? We just started this calendar year. How about showing up for ourselves? How about being honest with what's going on, how we're feeling, what we're thinking, what we're really feeling inside, right? There's so many times that we kind of close our mouths, don't say anything, rather be in a cut. No. This is the first week of 2024. We're not trying to be blinded by our power, right? Blinded by our power and then turn around and then not say anything. This is a moment for us to show up, right? Be true to yourself. And truth and honesty is not only truth and honesty when it comes to other people. It's truth and honesty within yourself. How are you showing up for yourself? When a conversation comes up that you don't like, what are you saying? How are you saying it, right? Do you speak up? Do you keep your mouth shut? Also, when you're looking at the Two of Swords, if you would look at the Rider-Waite deck, the Rider-Waite deck would actually have that figure with the swords crossing their heart, right? And when I always see that picture, it's also a feeling of blockage, right? You're not trying to let anybody in. So on top of blinding your power and not let anybody in, what's the reason behind it, right? There's so many things that happened in 2023, which we want to leave in 2023 and usher into 2024 with our mind right. So this week, what we going to do, we are not going to fall victim to anybody else's truth or honesty or what they claim as a truth, but we're going to stand in our truth, okay? Now, what to look out for? Now, if we want to look out for, our next card is the Knight of Swords. Messing around with that light. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords. So immediately what's coming up is just really being determined, and I would say not caring what anybody has to say, right? That sense of determination is just being on the lookout, right? Being ready before anything happens, right? So when you got to get up and go to work, some of us plan out our day, plan out our clothes, and the rest of us just get up and go. This is really saying be ready. If you look at this card and just dive into this card a little bit more, he's playing baseball, right? He's ready for the ball to come his way. So this is really saying, get ready this week. Regardless of what happens, always be on guard. Be ready for whatever may come your way. And this is saying something's definitely going to come your way. Nights are all about movements, right? And I'm feeling that movement that comes your way is going to be a little bit unexpected. You're not going to be ready for it, but it's asking you to be prepared. And the next card we have is, it's in the reversal. So we have in the reversal the Nine of Cups. Okay, when you see it, let me just make sure. So this is Mrs. Softy. All my New Yorkers, y'all loving some Mrs. Softy and some ice cream, so I have to shout out Mrs. Softy. But what we have with the Nine of Cups in reverse, this is giving me really feelings of a level of unhappiness, right? This also feels like it's something that you've been waiting for. So if we go back to the Knight of Swords and the Cups, which we just had, the question that was asking is what to look out for, right? And in summing that up, if you're looking at both of these cards, it's like the Knight of Swords is here to tell us to be ready. And before I even pull that Cups, it was like, you're not going to be ready for it, right? It's going to be unexpected. So in it being unexpected, it's kind of like bringing a level of unhappiness that we want to focus on, right? The Knight of Swords is really telling us, how are we going to like even get ready for something that's coming our way, right? If we think about the cards that we had earlier, and I'm just going to pull the Two of Swords, right? The Two of Swords, if you're looking at this, just looking at the card and not even knowing the meaning, this is being calm, this is being centered, this is also being out there, right? At all times. And here it's asking us to be ready. So it's really given the energy, and the theme of this week is open your eyes, right? No matter what happens, because this reversal, and let me definitely preface by saying reversals are not bad cards. Every single card in the tarot deck is bringing you a message. It just really feels like this is a sense of unhappiness. And it's okay, because every day is not rosy. There's going to be some times we are unhappy. So this is just something to look out to her, you know? This is going to be a full week. Yes, last week we had a holiday starting out, so we're going to have a full week of work. It might not be all that you're expecting for, but just take a step back, ground your energy, do a little breath, and then move forward with it. Then, here's my astrology hat that I'm putting on. We have the new moon in Capricorn, which is coming in on January 11th. January 11th, I believe, is Thursday. And I like the fact that it's 111. And usually those who are into tarot, astrology, numerology definitely comes up and shows its face. With the new moon in Capricorn, it's going to be 6:58 Eastern Standard Time. Please check locally where you're at. And it's going to ask us to be renewing our energy, right? And focusing on turning our dreams into reality. And I feel like that goes so much in line with the cards that we've been pulling, right? So we've been pulling cards that are kind of like focusing on our power, determination, right? Getting ready. Those are things that are like, hey, it's about that time. And with the new moon's always bringing a new energy. What are we going to write? What are we going to manifest? What seeds are we going to start to plant? So this is really a time for us to get a fresh perspective. How are we going to illuminate our path? How are we going to start navigating through 2024? So I want to, of course, just shuffle the deck a little bit more so we can pull a card for the new moon in Capricorn. So we got the Queen of Wands, power to the people. Wow. So what's coming up is determination. If we just think of one word that could describe the Queen of Wands, we're going to say determination. And the reason why this is a really, really good card to go in line with this week is everything has been the theme, right? It feels like from the first card we pulled to our last card, it's really showing up, right? Showing up for ourselves. When we say power to the people, that's everybody, right? We start off pulling on Two of Swords, but don't be blinded by your own power. And it's so powerful to know, what are you showing up with? What are you determining? What is your determination, right? So if we were to plant seeds, what would be the question you would ask yourself? What do you want to see this next moon cycle, these next 28 days? What would you like to see come to fruition? These are the questions that are going to come up as we focus on this new moon in Capricorn. All right, your Astro forecast. Capricorns, we are in Capricorn right now. So this new moon in Capricorn is going to bring us focusing on setting ambitious goals. We just got the Queen of Wands, right? So that's our determination. Take calculated risks for success, right? We know something's coming our way because we got our Knight of Swords. So how are we going to show up for it? Remember, I said be ready. Aquarius, communication might be challenging, so ensure clarity in discussions. This isn't a time for you to sit there and give mixed messages. You know, maybe think before you speak. I know some of us don't. They just like to say what we got to say right off the cuff, but this really isn't that time to do it. Setting opportunities for career advancement could arise, and we kind of know that, right? Because this is really feeling like we're bringing something to the table. And how we're going to show up is really based on what's going to come our way. Pisces, financial decisions might require careful consideration. Think about it, right? Don't spend all your money all at once. This is the time for you to take a step back, realize what's going on. Unexpected social connections, creative ideas could lead to exciting possibilities, right? Open yourself up. I know sometimes y'all Pisces are pretty deep and y'all think a lot on a different level, and sometimes people may not understand you or get you, but it's all right, right? Everybody ain't for everybody. Aries, expect energy to focus on career advancement, public recognition. New ideas could bring success, but again, beware of misunderstandings and communications. We were just talking about communication with Aquarius. Focus on it. Watch what you say, how you're showing up, what you're thinking about saying. Now, I'm not going to say not be truthful because we did pull the Justice card. This is about truth and honesty. So say what you need to say, but always remember how you say it. There's always a message that we want to get out, but if we're not kind of just saying it with a lot of aggression and anger, the message that we want to say might come off wrong, and we don't need to do it that way. Taurus, okay? Financial matters again for Taurus is going to come up. This is going to be a time for growth and learning. This is really a moment to just take a step back and look at what you really want. Like, what do you want to plan for the next couple of weeks, months? I don't tell people to plan for the year because most of us don't have the time or even want to do that, but just think about it. Gemini, again, be cautious in communications to avoid confusion. We really want a focus on clarity this week. Let's focus on our health, our well-being, how we feel, what we're thinking about, and go with that. Cancer, home and family could demand attention. Creativity might flourish, leading to new ventures, hobbies. Open your eyes. I'm not going to say smell the roses because I do know y'all Cancers are loving and nurturing. Y'all probably already smelling a whole bunch of roses, but just focus on what's going on in your circle. I think this week is going to really be focusing on family, even close friends, because, some of our close friends feel like family to us as well. Virgo, be careful planning. Now, I do know y'all are planners. I'm well aware of that. But sometimes it's okay to be excuse me. It's okay to be a little careful, right? Let's just be honest. I'm a planner too, but there's some things you might overlook. So maybe do a double check, a triple check before you pull something off, especially when in regards to our money. Scorpio. Sorry. Can't miss Libra. Woo. Let's pump them brakes because I am a Libra sun. See, that's why I said being careful with looking at stuff. Relationships could face misunderstandings. So open communication is vital. Again, I'm going to bring up that Justice card. Justice card is also in tarot is rules Libra. So I really want my fellow Libras to understand that communication this week is going to be a little tough, right? So kind of choose what you want to be upset about or what you even let bother you, because sometimes it don't even be that serious. And that's for me too. I will take that with a grain of salt. Scorpios, work-life balance could be challenging. You are going to be sitting there trying to juggle a whole lot this week. Don't kill yourself, right? Pay attention again to health and wellness. And I was talking about health and wellness, I believe, in Gemini, right? So for my Geminis and my Scorpios, really focus on your health this week. Out here in New York City today, it was snowing, it was raining. People were still outside with no clothes on, but I digressed. But it was still snowing and raining. So just, it's okay. Find something. If you don't like taking over-the-counter medicines, please take some herbs, but really just focus on your health. Sagittarius, creativity and self-expression can flourish. Again, be very mindful of our financial decisions. And that's it. That is it. That is it for this week. Thank you for spending time with me. Like I said earlier here, if you have gotten to the end of this video, 2023, your girl was slacking. I said I was going to do this every week and I didn't. So please hold me accountable, as I will be holding myself accountable, focusing on my inner strength and bringing messages to the forefront. Thank you for staying with me during this time.